Welcome to the app Order of Operations. The app allows us to create expressions and to conveniently solve them according to the correct rules of the order of operations. It also allows us to deviate from these rules and thereby see that the answer is altered. Let's see how this works in the app. Over here, we type our expression. We type multiplication as a lowercase x. When the expression is ready, we drag it onto the screen from this button. After the expressions we want are on the screen, we can clear the text area and button by clicking here. We solve the expression by simply clicking on the operations. Now, in this case, even if the students don't know that multiplication precedes addition, they might still solve this correctly by working from left to right. So let's click the multiplication sign. And we have the 2 and 3 multiplied to get the 6, and we still have the plus 4. If we wish, we can move this expression independently of the first. Now, let's click the addition operation, and we get the final answer, 10. Let's move on to the next example. Here, we brought the same expression onto the screen twice. Let's start by solving it correctly. So we'll click the multiplication and then the addition. Now, let's see what happens if we try to solve this incorrectly. So we'll click the plus, and we have the message incorrect order. Let's click OK. Let's click here to get the buttons of the page. And note that on the bottom here we have the checkbox Block illegal operation. So we can uncheck this, and now we can perform illegal operations. So let's click the plus and then the multiplication. So the problem with not working according to the standard order of operations is that we reach the wrong answer. There is only one correct answer to this question, and it is 23. But what if we want to create a question where we first add 3 and 4 and then multiply by 5? Well, for this, we have parentheses. So let's add them here. And bring this expression onto the screen. To solve this correctly, we first have to add 3 and 4 and then multiply by 5. And now the 35 is the correct answer. We use the parentheses to force the addition before the multiplication. In class, you can gradually increase the complexity of the expressions. We'll now fast forward to an example that illustrates many rules for the order of operations. Next page. And here we have it. Notice that both addition and subtraction are blue, while multiplication and division are red. So we emphasize that the red precedes the blue, but what precedes everything else are the parentheses. So let's start with them and click the minus. Now we work from left to right. Click the division, and now the multiplication. Now we don't click this addition because this multiplication precedes it, and now the last multiplication. And now we have no multiplications or divisions, so we simply work from left to right. And finally, minus 3. So exercises such as these help practice the correct implementation of the rules for the order of operations. But there are 2 cases we believe are worth noting. Let's see them on the next page. Here we have an expression that has only addition. And here we have an expression that has only multiplication. In these cases, we don't have to work from left to right. Now, in this case, it's obviously much easier if we first sum up the 85 and 15. This gives us 100. And now it's easy to add the 177. Now, we can duplicate the expression by dragging it while the control key is down. So let's do this. Now, let's first add up the 77 and the 85, and then 162 and 15. And of course, we get the same result. Also, with multiplication, it's obviously much easier to first multiply the 4 and the 25, where we get 100, and now 34 times 100 is 3,400. Let's do the same thing the other way. Multiply here and multiply here to get the same result. So it could be very useful at times for the students to understand the cases where it's possible not to solve from left to right, so they retain the flexibility to identify the easiest way to solve a given problem. And that's it. We hope you find this app effective and convenient in class. Thanks for watching.